Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. We're on part 3 of the backwoods path, and today we're going to be working on moving some of the bigger logs that are out there, and there's some rocks and stones that are in the way. I eventually want to harvest those, actually, and use them as a walkway across a little bit of a wet area. So it'll just be something that we can throw down there that'll allow the water to still go and drain, but also allow us to walk through there without a lot of issue in getting soaked. This is going to be the tractor's first real tour down the path here. So there's some spots I'm concerned about. Only because I'm a little bit nervous about the ground. So there's definitely some uneven spots and some rocks that are hard to see. And you know, with the width of the tractor here, I'm thinking there's going to be some areas where I'm going to have some tip hazards. One of them we're coming up to now. So let's keep our fingers crossed. We're going to be mainly using the grapple today to kind of pick out the rocks and move some of the trees, some downed trees that are in the way of the path. In part 2, you saw me cut up some of the bigger things. Talking implements here, you always think of tractors, but some of the implements that have helped me to do this path aren't really necessarily tractor related. So part of the end of number 2, part 2 that is, I had some small little brush stuff, and what I ended up doing with that is on my trimmer, I've got attachments for that too. So I've got a kind of a rotor tiller, and also a brush cutter, which is very handy. It takes down little saplings with ease. Probably 1 inch to 2 inches, depends on how long you want to sit there and tap away at them. But I was able to get a lot of the little stuff cut way down that you don't want to be necessarily using any sort of a chainsaw with, as you'll end up screwing up your chain on your chainsaw. So nice implement. It's not always about the tractors, although it's probably the most fun. I think part of my biggest challenge here also with cleaning out this trail is going to be maneuverability. I made it large enough so that we could walk through it, but not necessarily be super workability friendly. Wow, that's beastly right there. That's like a whole tree. I didn't actually think it was, really didn't even see this thing, as stupid as that may sound. Or else I would have cut this up. But luckily it was rotted enough that we could just pick it up with enough that it broke itself down. This is that tree that we cut up on part 2. This thing's pretty, this one's solid. Very heavy. So about 3/4 of the way through the trail here. We've been picking some rocks. The grapple's held up really well. I mean, it's getting pushed. Tractor's doing awesome. Loving it. At one point when I was using the pole saw, thought about trying to get this thing down, and it's actually a broken treetop. God knows how long it's been there, but it's just right in the way and a little bit large probably for the pole saw to break it down into sections. So I figured I would actually try to see if I could grab it with the grapple and rip it out of there. It's hung up on a couple of decent trees I'd like to leave. Probably could have done it with the pole saw. Probably a lot more fun with the grapple though. All right, let's see how it does. If only I could rotate this thing vertically. That'd be cool. Very easy for me to get wedged into this. I don't think we're popping this one out. Oh man, that's solid. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I think that's going to wrap up part 3's video. Made it 90% of the way through the path. Got to the point where I was talking about that wet area and how I've got to take those rocks we were digging out. I'll place them in there so the water can continue to drain, but yet we have something to walk over without getting our feet all mucked up. There's a couple of hairy spots here that didn't get recorded. Hopefully I've managed to angle myself better and I can get out of here, but we'll see. This was the part that I was nervous about, was just traversing through the woods here and some of the undulations and in this tractor's small footprint for width. But we'll just go careful, try to balance ourselves out the best we can and not overdo it. I want to thank you all for sticking around, watching my little project. It sure is fun doing it in this tractor and using all the equipment that we have available to us. And also in the end, we'll have a nice little path for the dogs to walk through. So if you like this video, if you'd hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you've got anybody that's interested in any of the tools that I've used here today, the Kubota B2650, the LandPride Grapple, I'd appreciate the share and the like. Take care, all stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Couldn't help myself, guys. On my way back through that spot that I said there's no way I'm going to get those rocks out of there. Just trying, going through at a different angle, obviously the opposite direction, and broke free. One of the rocks anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty good size one. There's more in there, so try to see if I can grab these two.